In today's video, challenge yourself by making a short speech. Remember, if you want to get better, it's important to practice.
Hello, I'm Eric. How are you? I hope you're well. And if you're ready to practice some English, then I think this video might be very interesting. These speaking practice videos are a series of short presentations made to help anybody who is going to prepare to take the TOEFL English test in the future. But actually, I think it might be very helpful for any English learner who just wants to get better. If you're learning English and you need some practice, this might be good for you. The question in today's presentation doesn't ask you about university life. Instead, it asks you about your career. And while on the TOEFL, questions related to university life are the most common, probably, there are many questions related to careers as well. Well, whatever the topic, the most important thing is to get a lot of practice. You need experience answering these questions. So, let's get started. If you're ready, let's watch.
Speaking practice, number 4. Today's question: would you prefer to have a higher paying job with longer hours or a lower paying job with shorter hours? This is a simple question, but these expressions could be hard to understand. A higher paying job is a job with a high salary. This choice is good because you can get a lot of money. However, longer hours means the time you spend at work is very long. In other words, you won't be able to spend time with your family or doing any hobbies. So, of course, a lower paying job with shorter hours is the opposite. Less money, but more free time. On the TOEFL, this would be an independent speaking question. You'll have to explain which choice you prefer, and you'll be given 15 seconds to prepare your answer. Then, the task is to speak continuously without stopping for 45 seconds. Say as much as possible in that time. Wanna try? Next, we'll see what a model answer looks like. But, did you already try to answer the question after watching the previous video? If not, maybe you'll want to pause the video for a few seconds and think about what you would like to say. Try it out, and when you're ready, just take a look. Example answer: I would prefer to have a lower paying job with shorter hours because I believe that a healthy and well-balanced life is very important. I know that some people may prefer longer hours, making a lot of money, because it gives them a sense of accomplishment. But I still think that feeling too much stress from working all the time isn't really worth it. Stress makes it easier to get sick, and furthermore, if you take time to talk to friends and family, or learn a new hobby, like archery or tennis, you'll have a sense of accomplishment, even if you don't have a lot of money. Besides, maybe you'll find a new job that you really like, and isn't just about making money.
So, that was today's question and model answer. What did you think? The question today asked you to think about preferring work or life, money or free time. This question might seem simple at first, but many students make a terrible mistake here. If you try to say that both are important, if in your answer you say that a healthy balance between work and life is what's best, then you're going to get a bad score. And there are two reasons. First, trying to explain why a healthy balance between both options is best will take too much time. And second, if you talk about both, then you might not have understood the question. The question clearly asked you to say which you prefer. So you have to say which you prefer. If your answer talks about finding a balance between work and life, then they might think you didn't understand the question. Remember, it doesn't matter which choice you say is best. You just have to fill the time with a lot of good ideas. You have to give a clear introduction and then reasons, details, and examples that all support your opinion. Anyway, now in the second half of today's presentation, we'll get a little bit of advice about that. Let's take a look.
Speaking pattern. To get the ability to speak with clarity and confidence, like this guy, you have to practice organizing your ideas. In your practice, you should follow a clear pattern, like this one. I start by clearly expressing my preference. Then, I give a reason. Next, I usually like to talk about the opposing preference. Finally, giving details and examples, I try to make my main idea stronger. Here it is one more time. First, I clearly say which choice I prefer. Then I give a reason. Next, I say an opposing choice. Explain just a little bit. Finally, until the time is finished, I keep talking about my choice, giving good details and examples if possible. Looking at the organization of the speech, we can see that the first half follows a clear order, giving the speech topic development. And the second half provides details and examples, hopefully spoken in a fluent and natural way. This shows automaticity, and these qualities are helpful for a good score. Say the answer your way. Here's an example from today's question. It asked, would you prefer A, a high-paying job with long hours, or B, a low-paying job with shorter hours? You just have to choose one, and it doesn't matter which one it is. I chose B. Then my answer looked like this. I would prefer a low-paying job with short hours because... But like I said, sometimes questions use expressions that speakers don't feel good repeating. Unusual or new expressions can cause students to lose confidence, which is bad. But don't worry, it's okay to change it. You can use a different expression. Use your own way of speaking. Here's an example. I would prefer A, a busy job with a high salary, or B, an easy job with a lower salary. But that's not all. You could also say, I would prefer A, to work hard and make a lot of money, or B, to have free time and make less money. The meaning is very similar in each one. Be creative. It's good to say the same idea in a different way. Keywords. Today's topic was, do you prefer a high-paying job with long hours or a low-paying job with short hours? I have two expressions to talk about today. The first expression I want to talk about is a sense of accomplishment. This is the good feeling you have after finishing hard work and getting what you dreamed of. Maybe we all know this feeling because we've had to work very hard to complete difficult homework assignments. While the work is hard, it leads to a good result. It feels good. We have a sense of accomplishment. The next question is, it's not worth it. This means you think something is too much trouble to get what you want, so it's better to do something else. For example, your family may have thought of going to Disneyland. Of course, because it seems like a lot of fun. So you get in the car and go there. But when you arrive, you see it's too crowded. It would take hours just to get in through the door. It's not worth it. So the family decides to go somewhere else. Next question. You have an exam tomorrow, but lately you've been too busy to prepare enough. You can either stay up late to study, going sleepless, or just study less and get a full night's sleep. Which will you choose? I recommend you try this question on your own before you watch the next video, because then, when you watch it, you can compare your answer with mine, and we can both learn something together.
Okay, that's all for today. Thank you for watching. I really hope it was interesting and helpful. There are many more presentations coming with many interesting questions to consider. Answering many questions is the best way to prepare. You need to get a lot of experience. Also, I know that everybody might have different ideas about the best way to answer these questions. So please, leave a comment below. I'm sure your ideas will start an interesting conversation, and it might be helpful to the other students. Be sure to watch the next video and tell your friends to watch as well. And if you thought the video was helpful and interesting, please hit the like button below and subscribe to my channel. Thank you for watching. See you next time.